This is bad. Really? I gotta be careful about shit. That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah. Really?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh god, what have I done?
No.
Oh Jesus, I'm sorry, Billy. I'm Pele. I'm Pele with the. I'm kind of Pele with it though. Oh hey, Bell. Physics, please calm down. I'm sorry. I just feel like I need this. It's so goofy.
Could be that you just weren't who they were looking for, so they let you go.
Yeah, well, they did beat the shit out of us. The one guy, Jordan, kicked my face in.
Yeah, but why do you think that they didn't finish
It doesn't matter. They fucked up.
They did.
I just keep thinking when stuff like that happens, it's not just character dialogue. They want me to think that question, and that's like an intrigue thing that they're gonna trying to build up in some way.
Wolves. Shit. You were solid back there.
How many guys?
Hey, I don't know. I got shot 5 times. Man. Get away from me. All right, man. Come on. Oh fuck! That was so silent.
Give me your hand.
Okay.
Tripwire.
A big ass Claymore.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They're all over.
Probably for infected.
Still. One wrong step.
Yeah.
What's this guy? Oh, it's the guy from Patchouli, the one rage streamer. I'm so mad I die Warzone. That's actually crazy, you like bent on it. Can you not disable them?
Need to get in there.
Okay.
Yeah, right? This is essentially all this game can really think of. That was kind of crazy. Can you not? It's terrible. I don't feel bad, but it's terrible. A dookie.
Is it a convertible?
You're not gonna guess.
What the fuck? Who the hell is this guy? Hey. It's idle smiling. You better be afraid of me.
Ow!
Hey, whose birthday is it?
You can't keep doing that.
I want a good splash.
Hey, hey.
Got more exploring to do.
Geronimo! Whoa! Whoa!
Nice.
That doesn't keep happening.
I don't see her. Search this place. Find her, quick.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
There isn't. But if you don't talk to him, he's gonna think something's wrong.
Please. Okay. That was such a weird animation. Ooh, funny.
Zombie Minecraft?
Bruh.
I made her talk.
You can walk away from this, okay? I can.
Shut the fuck up!
You Firefly.
There are no.
Where's Abby?
I'm fucking dead.
I don't like that.
Listen, we're just not gonna look at it. Oh my god, please. Alright.
Fuck's sake.
It's scary. Do I even know how many more of these fuckers there are?
There's Abby. There's the guy next to Abby. There's Mel. There's the guy who spat at Joel. I don't know if there's anybody else. It's weird because it's like, is this one of the Millie? And she's like, yeah, definitely. And I'm just like, I'm sure. Like, I don't fucking.
Yeah, I defer to your knowledge type shit, right? I know there was one that looked really pathetic. And it seemed like she genuinely didn't feel like what they were doing was right. It looked like, at least.
Yeah, that's Mel, and that's why I remember her.
Okay, yeah.
Because she's just standing there, like, I don't like this. Like, when you rolled up on Nora, I'm like, who the fuck is this?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know what this game needed? It needed that shot in Kill Bill where she's on the floor looking up and they're all looking down on her.
Hmm. I mean, they kind of did have that, but like not in the same way.
Fuck my neck.
My back.
Come on, Abby. She's family. Do it for me, okay?
I'll try.
That's all I'm asking for.
Hmm. Garbage in the pocket. I respect this. This is what I do. Hey! Hey! I'm not upset at it in context. It's probably nice to get the other side of a story thing, but as I said, I just don't know what it's going to really change for how I feel about things.
Is there anything that this section can do to change that?
I don't know. So like when I'm thinking of this, it's like the fact that I can't think of it maybe is a good thing because maybe it means that I can be surprised. But I also don't have faith in the game to make the surprise like kind of meaningful. Like even Jesse being killed, it sucks, but it's not really surprising, right? It triggers a question of, oh my god, what's gonna happen with Dina now? You know, Dina is she gonna want to keep that baby with Jesse not around? I know, like, you know, your guys are already in a relationship type thing, but it's not like, you know, Jesse wouldn't be completely involved in the raising of the child. Like, you know, you can ask those types of questions about it afterwards, right? But in the end, I don't know if I really if it really matters. Everyone is already so fully cranked to the extreme that what else can be done? Like, as in, everyone's already cranked to the extreme of, like, I want to kill you as much as possible, and there's almost nothing that can be done to dissuade this feeling that I have. So, like, everything's laid bare, and any sort of feeling of salvation, of, like, we can change our ways, would be so incredible that
Crank broke.
it would feel unbelievable. Maybe. You know what? Let's put our guns down. We're done. Would feel almost like so unrealistic or like dissatisfying in a way that it's just like, okay, whatever, fine. That's how you decided to do it. You know,
I couldn't help.
it wouldn't feel meaningful, I guess is what I'm saying.
Hey, Abby, boost me up there. Got an idea. I like ideas.
Okay.
Come on, bro. What?
Jeez.
You telling me I really don't get the fucking wall kill?
Look at the mess of this place.
Not really. We only broke one. Okay. Okay, shoot me or don't, bro.
Cut her down. She's one of them. Left.
A little sawing motion. Jesus Christ.
You don't have to follow us.
You want me to leave you two on here alone?
Let's just get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Hey.
This guy's okay by me. West Virginia. His name is West Virginia, saying with the fucking Fight Club. His name is West Virginia. His name is West Virginia. That's cheap, that's dirty.
Abby.
No.
Shit. Need to get them out of there before it's too late.
She's going back for them? I like that. I can open it now and see if there's anything different in there. Oh! Yeah, look. Airbrush. She got a wall. That's funny. This is the Pog moment for the editors. I was just about to crouch. Where did that even come from? Can you move out of the way? Can you move out the fucking way? Punch the child.
Yes.
Again, I just kind of want to imagine that all these safes were never opened until or before the event, so they just had all this shit in there.
Gas mask.
Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. All right, stay still. All right, you ready?
Get down!
Holy shit. That scared me. Oh yeah, they did mention a sniper earlier when you were playing as Ellie, right? They said there's a sniper that could be Tommy.
You see him?
It is Tommy. That's what I really wanted to see. I just wanted to see if it was him.
Are you good climbing that?
It's the fastest way.
No, I meant maybe I should go first because I'll be faster. See, look at this shit. It's like how I feel when I'm going after my grandmother up the stairs. Oh fuck, up top. What yeah? What yeah? What was? There's so much screaming at the end too. What's going on with the arms? The last one did it too.
Grab what you can.
I have everything I need.
That's some kind of dialogue delivery that's like you turn around and he's pointing the bow and arrow at you.
Lev, we need to move. She's gone. Oh my god, she's gone. Lev, come on. Those were your fucking people. You're my people. Listen to me. We're gonna have to fight to get out of this, okay? And then I need you to show us to those boats. We don't let anybody stop us. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Follow me.
Took it out, saw what I did, put it away.
Shouldn't have come back, for fuck's sake!
May you all burn in hell!
Jesus. This guy is crazy. Not the same symbol for pulling out the arrow when you're playing as Ellie. Actually, I'm gonna pee. Okay.
Crazy. Get her ass.
She's pregnant. Good. Abby! Don't ever let me see you again.
What?
Yeah, it's okay. We're good.
Baby. This baby. Yeah, right? Look at this baby.
Got a lot of stories to tell you. When you're older.
Hey, maybe not. She can't do the angry anymore. She is no longer filled with hatred.
Oh, just what this town needs. Another loudmouth dyke.
The fuck, Ellie? Ellie, don't. Anyone help? They're going in.
Listen, we gotta be careful with this in California, actually. Yep. Just empty your mag into me. That's fine. I can take all of it.
Move up! I know you're out there.
This is the type of gameplay I like. The third person, like, running around, like, yeah, they said the strike from the shadows type shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
So I didn't really plan to put this clip out there. It was more just recorded for me to share my opinions of the game with some friends in a group chat. You know, it's a little unrefined, but I figure it's probably the best summation of my feelings about The Last of Us 2. So here it is. Okay, so The Last of Us 2. I liked it overall. I would probably say it is one of the better games that I've played. To say it's the best, I don't know. I wouldn't really say so at all. It has things that are nice thematically with it. It has some gameplay aspects that are nice. But in the end, I feel like some stuff was kind of incongruent with each other. So while they had like basically a great set of like themes and character relationship like aspects and all that kind of stuff that they were able to explore and at least like, you know, start to make me think about, there was this nagging feeling, and I'll explain a little more after. There was this nagging feeling that something just wasn't quite right. Like, you can see what they're trying to do, but it's almost like the medium of video games was limiting them. I definitely felt this a lot more so in the early parts of the game, but then again, I was kind of like prepared to not like the game. I didn't know the details of like what people were saying about it, but I had heard from all these years that it was a shit game, that people didn't like it. Classic perpetual confirmation that I should not listen to anyone online. I do not think the game was as bad as anyone was saying it is. Or rather, that any detractors were saying it was. You know, there was this whole angle of it being super SJW, ba is this, ba is that. I don't really give a shit about any of that. If any of what they were saying is true, was true in an honest way, then maybe I could see myself maybe not enjoying it more because it would feel like basically forced and hokey. But as far as I can tell, almost nothing that any of the true detractors were saying was like accurate. If I had to give it a number rating, with 5 being the true neutral, as in, yeah, I played it, I didn't hate it or liked it, I would probably give this a 7.5. It's like kind of like like on the better end, but still kind of middle of the row on that better end. As in, I would probably replay it at some point, but not anytime soon. Then again, they do have their little, not actually mercenaries, but like, you know, their little post-game extra mode where you just get to play some combat sequences, and that's fun so far. So I might play that more. As I mentioned, they tackle a lot of different themes between the characters and their relationships and everything like that. They bring up certain questions that I think are very nice and interesting to be asked at all. I typed about this in Twitter a little bit. They ask a bunch of questions and then they kind of have these people trying to figure out the answers to these questions. And like, you know, each one kind of deals with it a little differently. All of Ellie's story there, just basically trying to decide how far are you willing to go for this guy, for not even this guy, not even to save him, not even to give him something, you know, how far would you go for the memory of this guy that fucking lied to you and took all of your agency away from potentially saving the world? Like, just that kind of question being weighed on a character is not really something I've seen at least too often, or at least in the way they present it in this game compared to other video games. I like how they handle a lot of these questions a lot. Again, that's just an example of one. It gets pretty much an A+ on those aspects when it comes to making me think. A sign of that is if a game can make me feel like I don't want to do that because I think this is bad for the character And because I care about this character, I don't want bad things to happen to them, or I don't want them to go down a bad path. If I can think that while I'm playing your game or watching your media, you've probably done something right. You've done enough to get me invested in the character, in the well-being of the character, enough to be upset when the character ends up doing something that I think would not be best for them. And that kind of ties in with what I was mentioning earlier, where it ties into this idea that I had where, damn, maybe a video game wasn't it, Mr. Druckmann. Maybe you should have just paid Naughty Dog's animators to make this a movie. They'll have this super serious moment where, I'm trying to think of an example. I don't know, whatever. There's like tons of them, right? Where some character development will happen, and then you have like the physics glitch out in a way that makes everything seem so fucking ridiculous. It reminds you that you're in a fucking video game to like a negative degree. The term I came up with it was as if you were watching like a super serious character drama. Like it's a man and a woman going through a very serious conversation. One where the tone of the movie obviously wants you to take things very, very, very seriously, and you see a giant fucking 30-inch dildo in the background. In or out of focus. Yeah, like that's essentially how it feels when I go from, here is this super great animated cutscene where the performances are just out of this fucking world for compared to what we've seen in a video game before. And then I kill a zombie and it does like a triple cartwheel backwards or some shit like that, right? It started to feel this very, very strong, it started to fuel this very, very strong feeling of dissonance between just the medium and what they were trying to do. I don't think I really ever shook that feeling, but it's something that I basically had to ignore, essentially, or I had to excuse, because it was a video game, and that just kind of happens in video games as a medium. I don't like it, though. That doesn't mean I have to like it, and that's probably one of the biggest things that makes me not want to say that this was a nice media experience. When it comes to how everything is laid out, I mentioned in the Discord that I thought maybe they should have moved Abby's part first. I kind of don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think by the end, they do enough to make me not feel as whatever about that. Now, it could be that if actually someone gave me a modded version of the game where Abby's part actually was first, I might like it more. But right now, as it is, I liked it enough to not want a major structural change like that, because that is a major structural change. That will change the perception of the game, right? But because, again, I enjoyed it as it is, I would prefer to keep it just as it is and keep the smile on my face, you know? Not even like risking losing something special, but just, you very much had an idea, and I'm going to respect your idea as an artist for doing it this way. That's the way I feel about it. At the beginning of Abby's part, though, I definitely didn't feel that way. During the beginning of Abby's part, I started to feel like there's probably nothing that can happen during her part of the game that would make me feel different about anything that Ellie did. When I started the second half, to me, it kind of came off as, you want to kill this fucking woman who's built like an ox. That's their quote from the game. But have you ever figured that she has her own life and her own feelings and her own people that you care for? Yeah, those people, you just killed those as Ellie. So now we're gonna make you regret that by showing you how they actually are human beings and have lives. That's the feeling I got when I started playing as Abby, and it just kind of felt super lame. And then they gave her her own story that was completely separate from Ellie. Not completely separate, but mostly separate from whatever motivations with Ellie to do with killing Ellie or trying to kill Ellie. It's actually like so much in the opposite of that in some way. Like inherently there is that dichotomy, and when there's a dichotomy like that, you are going to compare things back and forth or relate things back and forth. But it really didn't feel like it wanted to do that super like crazily, or make it, or at least when they did do it, it didn't feel super contrived. Like they felt separate enough, but still connected, I guess is what I'm saying. Separate enough to not feel contrived, but close enough, obviously, to still keep Ellie in my mind when I'm playing certain sections in a way of, I wonder when she's gonna come into this. I wonder when that's another thing too. Abby didn't really find out that Ellie was involved like almost right up until they meet, right? She just finds the map. She doesn't know it's Ellie. She just finds the map, presuming that that's where the killer was of Mel and Owen. You know, something somewhere is like killing her group, but like, is that really a specific pattern where her group is being targeted? Or was that like just like, you know, they're falling to the area, right? Like, I don't know. I don't think that was really like hammered on, because it seems like they did specifically want to make it so that they didn't know it was specifically Ellie. Ellie wasn't even a name to them, right? For the most part, as far as I understand. Even up until that point where Abby meets her. So yeah, I thought they handled it with more tact than I basically expected. And I was very happy that they did. I think it led to a better result. Man, the ending of that game, though, fucking, like, wrap it up, bro. You had, like, 5 different epilogues. But I guess I'll just talk about the ending a little bit. I didn't see anyone really talk about this in any of the reviews that me and Alex watched afterwards. But the way I kind of saw, or the thing I kind of took from the game was very much Ellie regaining control over her life. Throughout the whole game, she kind of floats around because of someone else, doing something because of someone else. So the whole revenge quest is, while it's her feelings for Joel that drive it, those feelings still come from Joel. They're not just Joel, they're not just her deciding what to do, right? Same thing with like other sort of character moments in the game, maybe not so much. Again, she's kind of living under the shadow of this honor of Joel and her memory or whatever, and the memory of his death or whatever, to the point where she's willing to like sacrifice a lot of what her current life is, or whatever she has good happening in her current life. When she didn't kill Abby, when she was pretty much, she held her neck down for like 5 more seconds or 10 more seconds. The way I saw that was, this is just it then. When I'm holding her down, she is unable to do anything to stop me. This is essentially the feeling of her being dead. That doesn't do anything for me. And you know what? I have the control to change this by realizing that it's not, like, Abby being dead is not going to fix anything. Hi, Joel. Yes, Joel, I forgive you. Hands off her. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but basically the decision not to kill Joel in the end feels like she's basically able to see more clearly what the situation is, see that people can fuck up, like specifically with that flashback with Joel at the end. People can fuck up, people can severely hurt you, people can do fucking the worst shit to you. In my opinion, whatever Joel did to Ellie is like infinitely worse, or sorry, well, depending on your perspective, is worse than what Abby did to Ellie by killing Joel. As I said, Joel removed all of her agency in this fucked up world. She was carted around, she was brought around, and all of it was in service to potentially save humanity, and Joel took that from her. Regardless of whether she knew she would die, and she was a kid and she can make that own decision, even within her current mind state, that was her decision to make, right? And again, at the end of The Last of Us 2, she is provided with this opportunity to actually make a choice based on the past where people have hurt her, rather than being controlled in some way or influenced greatly in some way by the influence of Joel, her memory of Joel, either specifically or just entirely made up in her head. I mean, you kind of see it laid barely too, with like the fact that like when she's walking towards the boat at the end, before she actually attacks Abby, she sees Joel's fucking mashed up face for like in a flash, and then she starts the fight. And when she's gonna end the fight, she sees the moment where her and Joel are on the porch, and she finally says, "I don't know if I could ever forgive you for what you fucking took from me, but I'm gonna try." And hey, you know what? Maybe that was just a reminder of like, you know, I can be in control of my life. I can decide to forgive people. I don't have to hold true to some fucking sense of revenge that eventually won't like really lead to anything worthwhile. It's only, all it's done is cause me pain both in my separation from Joel, and if I kill Abby, I'm still going to be in some sort of pain over the fucking horrors that I've implemented upon people in order to achieve this goal. So again, when she has that flashback, she releases her hands. Just fucking go. Get out. Leave me alone. This is me saying that I don't want to do this. I don't want to kill you. I truly in my heart do not want to do this. Do not want to kill you. And then that's it. And then, you know, obviously the whole guitar sequence with her not being able to play the song that Joel told her. I can't remember what it's Joel taught her. I can't remember what it's called, because she's missing 2 fingers. Was very much like, to me, her almost being free from the idea of Joel. And while she has lost him in more sense than one now because she can't play the song, it's almost like a liberating experience is the way I saw it. So I'll wrap it up there. Again, I really liked the game. I liked a lot of what it did. I probably should give it a higher rating based on how much I can probably talk about this game and how much I have talked about this game with Alex. But yeah, the giant dildo in the back keeps fucking distracting me. Get your shit together, Mr. Druckmann. Alright.